Hello, hello. Waiting for Facebook to catch up with me real quick. It's Janelle here. So, what we're going to talk about tonight is hey. If you read the post, if you tag 5 people, and then we get 50 people live, then the person that gets chosen gets to get a free book with me signed. So, that being the case, so one of the things that I was talking about earlier in the channel was that this thing around money, and my guides came in and said, show me the money, and that we need to get off our ass, basically. And it was this thing around, taking action and getting motivated towards the things that we want and achieving. So one of the things that occurred in that channeling was this conversation about, positive energy and manifesting things. So last night on my drive from the Heights, I made it home from downtown, on the other side of downtown, in 10 minutes. And I live in Clear Lake. So I'm just letting you know, that's a 45-minute drive, and I made it in 10 minutes. So obviously, there's some manifesting energy going on right now as far as what we're able to do. Hey, everybody. And the statement around, so I was thinking about time and I was thinking about money, because they're both vibrations, right? The money has a vibration, and time has a vibration. You have a vibration. Your body has a vibration. And so these things are what was driving me when I was having my conversation earlier. And I was thinking about this position of, hey, everybody, of going into the conversation around what is money? What attracts money? What are you doing to repel money? How do you move in alignment with money? And if money is just energy and it works like time, then what's the deal, right? And so this is what I was thinking about. So shoot me your questions around money and energy and motivation. Because what I see often is that we have set belief systems that are built around our family dynamic, around how much we can and will receive. That we believe, that if we get money, then it's going to be taken from us, or there's all kinds of different beliefs that we have around money and earning. I have to bust my ass and earn however much, or there's going to be a lot of roadblocks in order to get it. Motivation is difficult. I have challenges, when it comes to, I always stop at a certain place. There's a ceiling that I can't move past. A lot of different things that go on in our belief systems. So what occurs is, if you understand that money has a frequency of its own, literally a frequency, just like time is a frequency, just like hearing is a frequency, your body's a frequency, emotions are a frequency. If you understand that, then what is stopping you really is your own mind. There's no limit, right? You hear that all the time. There's no limit on what you can have, do, and be. But, yeah, so what happens is we do all the things, right? We set all the intentions, we do all the vision boards, we do all the meditation, all the I am statements, high-fiving yourself, whatever, right? But it doesn't cause that shift because there's actually a ceiling, meaning a cap on, one, where you think money comes from or how much you can receive. So that's what occurs when we're at a standstill and we can't push through something, is that we feel like there's a ceiling on it, or I can only have so much, or I only can do it this way, or it only has to come from this way. It can't show up, or it can't just pop up out of thin air, because money doesn't grow on trees, right? Or does it? Ponder that for a minute. If it's just energy and it's like time, right, then it all exists. Right? It all exists in the same frequency that you are. There's nothing that is outside of you that doesn't exist within you, right? If it exists within you, then it is possible for you to create. So this is what you need to do. You need to figure out what your ceiling is, what your cap is. So usually what your ceiling is literally what you're sitting on right now. So you can do all the intentions in the world. You can do all the visioning. You can do all of the planning. You can do all the conversations, all the things, and heal whatever. But unless you get to whatever that cap is that you've put on yourself, that's the only way to achieve that. So think about your ceiling for a minute. So I said your ceiling is what you're experiencing right now. Think about that. And yeah, it comes from family, it comes from ancestors, it comes from things you've heard from friends or who you surround yourself with also, right? So if your friends and family have the same experience that you do, then there you go. Spouse, kids, it all plays a part in what your ceiling is. So passed down limitations. So that comes from my family had this and my family had that. We can only have this way or earn money that way, whatever the case may be. So literally the statement needs to be, what are my beliefs that my family has passed down to me? Money's hard. Don't trust people with money. So therefore you can't trust yourself with money. See? People with money are greedy. What are some of the statements? Think about it for a second. Money only comes when you work really hard. No one in our family has money. No one in our family has ever owned their own business. And no one has ever passed the point of where we're at. You have to stay the same. You have to stay the same as your family. Otherwise, they would have to grow. Get it? So you stay the same to make them feel comfortable with you. And you unconsciously do this in every way, but most importantly with money and status. Saving money is hard. That's another one. People aren't going to pay what it's worth. Another one. Is this all ringing bells to you? Oh yeah, can't make money. No one earns money doing what they love. It has to be sacrifice and pain and toil. Right? Slave work. Work for the man. You're always an employee. You have to work for someone in order to earn money. You have to work a 9-to-5 job in order to make money. It can't just drop out of thin air. I mean, that would be like magic stuff. And nobody believes that. Or how about this one? I never get what I want, so why even bother? Yeah, Amy does. She let go of some serious beliefs around money, and she manifested a new vehicle for herself and income. So, couple more minutes before I have to jump off, but think of, so the ceiling, remember I talked to you about the ceiling being what you're earning right now, what you have in savings and what you have earned is your ceiling. That's the limit that you unconsciously put on yourself. That sucks, right? Sucks. And you're the only person that can earn any money. You have to earn it. Think about that. You have to earn it. What does that mean to you? I have to earn it. Really just sit with that statement for a second and you can feel whether or not it's in integrity. Is it in alignment with who you are or not? And I'm not saying you should just go beg for money. That's not what this is. But if you base your money coming to you based on what you do, right? Or how good you are, or, you know, as a reward, then that's where the problem is. It's not a reward for good behavior or how hard you work. It's just an energy. It comes and goes where it needs to go. It needs to be free. Just like you need to be free. So, you get what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up if you're vibing with me. I can feel like it's causing some ripple effect in your brain, but I want to know where you're at. You feel me? All right. Let me know. I want to know what... Okay, good. Okay. So remember I was telling you the story about what if all things are possible, right? And there's no limit on this vibration that you can have or what you can receive, right? So energy just shows, if you want it to show up, let's go hypothetical for a second. Let's just play a little bit. What if you received compensation for the amount of energy that you give out? In the form of money. How much money do you think you would have? Think about that. If you received compensation for the amount of energy and time that you give out into the world, what would that be? If you were just compensated for that, you would have a lot of money. You would be a billionaire, right? For the amount of money that you have, for the amount of time and effort and energy that you have given out to people, to things, to the earth. Yeah. And think about all the energy you put into your thoughts. How about that? That's a lot too. Think about that. What is that worth in monetary value? So that's how much money you are supposed to be bringing in, okay? Is compensation for your time, for your energy. Not what you do for a living. You think about that for a second. Or your purpose. Your purpose has nothing to do with earning money here, by the way. Just let me throw that out for you, because you've been taught a lot that when you do your purpose, you're going to earn all this money. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. And you can make all the I am statements and all the vision boards and all the prayers and all the wishes, and they go up to heaven and they're answered by the universe. But you can't receive what you can't see your worth is in the world. Oh. But you give all this time and all this energy out into the world, and you cannot receive that back because you feel unworthy. You feel unworthy. So you can keep riding the crazy train of like pain and suffering, and doing a job is going to bring me money and savings and opportunity. Or you can start taking your energy and looking at that as compensation for how much you need to receive. Unworthiness is a great question. What does it feel like? It feels like restriction. It feels like lack of movement. It feels like being stuck in a place where you can't move. None of your things are manifesting. It feels restricted. It feels pulled in. It feels like you're stuck in a standstill. It feels like everything that you say just bounces off the walls and doesn't matter. Unworthiness. Unworthiness feels like this deep place within you that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You don't matter. But if you look back to the beginning of where unworthiness started, did you ever feel like you mattered? Did you ever feel like that? Because chances are, if you're not receiving income, if you're not receiving money coming in compensation for who you are, it's because there's this place within you that feels empty. If I have this, then I feel happy. If I get that, then I'm well. If I do this, then that's success. But it's never going to fill that emptiness within you that is unworthiness. You have to fill that with the amount of energy that you're giving to other people, things, your thoughts. You have to take all of that back and give it to you. That is the only way to match what you're seeking. You can't fill that empty place. Nothing is going to cover that. No Band-Aid is going to fix that. Nothing will mend that except for you coming back to you. No therapy, no nothing. You have to take ownership for this vehicle that you are, and know that you are sacredly, precisely, delicately put together by the universe, and there will never be another you like you are now. So holy hell, what the hell are you doing? Do you not get this? There's no other time. There's not another you. So why wait? No one's going to do it for you. No one's going to take you by the hand and say, here you go. Here's the Band-Aid. No. You got to stop and put yourself in check. No one is going to show you that you're worthy. No one. Because they're all individually, and not to say this in a rude way, but individually, we're all worried about ourselves anyway. They're not looking at you. They can't give you what you need. Only you can give you what you need because you know what you need. I know what you need because that's what I do. That's a different story. But you're the only one that knows how to fix what's going on with you as far as worthiness and standing in your truth. And it has nothing to do with what's outside of you. Because if you can't get right here, nothing that you achieve, do, be, have is ever going to feel right. And you will sabotage it. And it will come and go just like the wind and the air that you breathe. And I know that's not what you want. So you got to let that go. If we all came in knowing our worthiness, then what the hell would we have to work on? You see, this is the greatest gift in this lifetime, is to learn how to step up and stand in that worthiness. I deserve it. Not because you're this hero that has saved lives and done all this stuff. No, just because you get up and the air that you breathe and you're conscious and you're trying to do better every day. That's why you deserve it. So it's time, my friends. It's time. So, what I will tell you is, that's my little snippet on money and worthiness and get off your ass and do the damn thing. Or you can keep doing the manifestations and the vision boards and the I am statements and keep spinning your wheels and keep staying in the same place that your family wants you to be. Not because they say that to you, because they don't. But the reason why you feel it so strongly is because you're the one who's supposed to break it. Hello. You're the one that's supposed to break it for everyone else that comes after you. So do it or not, it's up to you. But you're the one who set the ceiling. And maybe you set it because you get to conquer it in this life. Did you think about that? I bet you didn't. So here's what. I have two things to tell you. So first is I'm doing a group where I'm going to be live twice a month on a subscription where you can jump in, and I'll be doing a live in that. One day a week, one day a month is going to be question and answer, and the other one's going to be a little summit like this where I'm training you in something that I've worked on myself. So that is starting next week. So the link will be shared later for that. I invite you to join that. And it's going to be a good way for you to gain some insight, gain some wisdom, have these little moments brought to you by me where I can move and shift things energetically in your life. Okay. And so, also too, I will share, the book with you. So the book link. You can, if you share this video and you go tag 5 people, you get, I think at the 50th view or the 50th live person that we have, there'll be a random pick from the people that have shared it and tagged people. So you'll get a book signed by me, delivered to your house, and then you get to hear the dog barking. But anyway, so that's my little snippet for today. We'll post the link about the group down after this. Then you go click the link. It's going to be a subscription service that you sign up for every month. And then go check that out. All right. Go be worthy and stop living underneath your ceiling like a little hermit. Go shine. All my love. Bye.